Ladies and gentlemen, WWE is making their return to MetLife Stadium in Rutherford, New Jersey for the 38th annual Summerslam pay-per-view, which is now taking over 2 nights, August 2nd and August 3rd in New Jersey. And I've not done a predictions video like this in quite some time, so I thought, why not do it? I know it's Friday where this is going to be getting posted, so it's the best time to be doing it because no changes to the card are going to happen this soon to the event, and I can give my honest opinions closest to the actual show. If this is the first time you're finding the channel, my name is Parkystreams. Welcome to the Parkystreams wrestling community. We do live wrestling reactions every Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday for AEW and WWE, as well as all of the pay-per-views and PLEs put on by both companies. If that's something you're into, if you want to hear a Scottish guy give his opinions on all things wrestling, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bell to be told when we upload the next video. And without further ado, let's run it right into the predictions. So we're going to start things off with night 1, ladies and gentlemen, starting off with the first match. Well, it's technically the 6th match on my list here, but it'll probably be the first match in terms of actually being on the card. We have Sami Zayn taking on Karrion Kross. Now we did see these two meet at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia with Sami Zayn picking up the victory, but after that, weeks on weeks of brutal attacks from Karrion Kross with that steel pipe, culminating into this match at SummerSlam. That sit-down interview that they two had on Monday Night Raw did put another perspective on the whole feud. It gave it a realism that we've not seen WWE do in quite some time, in my opinion. I know someone might come in the comments and prove me completely wrong in that statement there, but this is my channel. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to say how it makes me feel. And the energy that these two had in that sit-down, that impromptu sit-down interview, I might say, was very different from what we had seen before from the Sami Zayn Karrion Kross saga. And it just added another dimension into this feud between these two. Does that mean Sami Zayn's going to pick up a second victory over Karrion Kross? I do not think so. I think Karrion Kross does have kind of the advantage over Sami Zayn at this point. He is in Sami Zayn's head. He is under his skin. You can see Sami Zayn getting noticeably flustered anytime him and Karrion Kross are having an interaction with each other. And I just feel Karrion Kross is going to have that upper hand. Plus, he will have Scarlett at ringside with him. So, is she going to be another deciding factor in the whole matchup itself? Quite possibly. But for this match, I'm going to go with Karrion Kross. Next match that we're going to discuss on night 1 is going to be the Judgment Day. Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez taking on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. You can't say you didn't see this coming. No one in their right mind could say that they didn't see this coming. They knew that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were definitely going to be getting another opportunity to win those WWE Tag Team Championships from the Judgment Day after that stellar Fatal 4-Way match that happened at Evolution not so long ago. Now, will we see Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss be a cohesive unit and be able to actually capture the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships? We have seen a lot of it happen over the last couple of weeks on SmackDown. They have been on the same page to an extent. There was a little bit of miscommunication last week with the Roxanne Perez match, but teething problems in my eyes. They are veterans in the ring. They are veterans in the WWE. They have the ability to be able to overcome this mishap and be able to re-energize or revitalize themselves in these very high-pressured situations, especially when it comes to winning championship gold. Do I also see maybe a little bit of a downfall for the Judgment Day in this matchup? Quite possibly, because, you know, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, they haven't really seen eye to eye ever since Roxanne did join the Judgment Day. There has been a lot of there's a lot of heat between the two of them, especially after Liv Morgan being injured and out for the foreseeable with a shoulder injury from the match she had with Kairi Sane. The only logical replacement for Liv Morgan in the eyes of the Judgment Day was none other than Roxanne Perez. So it made sense at the time, but I still think there's a little bit of friction between those two members of the Judgment Day? Could that be the deciding factor for the downfall and the loss of the tag team championships on night one of SummerSlam? I believe so. With this match, I'm going with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Moving on to match number 3 of this card, and we are going to go with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, the Bloodline, taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Now, we are seeing a revisiting of the Bloodline as 2 former Bloodline members are taking on 2 members of Seth Rollins' new faction. Now, Braun Breaker does seem to think that he is kind of in charge at the moment, with Seth being out on the injured list with the knee injury that he sustained from Saturday night's main event against LA Knight. Could that become a downfall for that cohesion? Could Braun Breaker, dare I say it, kind of take a little bit of a Christian Cage approach to it and just not speak to his teammates with plans and just kind of go off his own steam and try and do what's best for the team, when in reality what that means is doing what's best for Braun Breaker? And of course, it is the return of Roman Reigns. Like, Roman Reigns has been in the gym, he's been working, he's been grinding, he's been preparing himself, because he knows that he has got a big challenge ahead of him with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Jey Uso has came into contact with these 2 competitors multiple weeks now. I mean, we saw it in the gauntlet match, we saw it last week when he had the match against Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker did get himself involved and getting the match thrown out, thus bringing Roman Reigns out to save the day. But going back to what Paul Heyman did say to Jey Uso, you can never trust Roman that as far as you throw him. We know what he's like, especially with it when it comes to former members of the Bloodline who have essentially wronged him in some way, shape or form. Can Jey Uso really trust his cousin? Blood runs thicker than water, but is Roman going to be able to put his differences aside to be able to win this match at SummerSlam? Personally, I don't see it happening. I can see this being a little bit of a bigger falling out between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, and something maybe happens further down the line with those 2 once again. And with this, my prediction for this match is going to be Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Moving swiftly on from one tag team match to another, we have the all-star lineup. Randy Orton and country music star Jelly Roll taking on the Scottish psychopath Drew McIntyre and his tag team partner, the internet superstar of Logan Paul. Now, first seeing this matchup being announced, I kind of thought WWE have just literally thrown it in the bin at this point. They're literally taking everything they're writing, they're going, Kobe, and throwing it right into the bin. However, after that Friday Night SmackDown with the Hulk Hogan tribute and seeing Jelly Roll hit one of the best black hole slams that I have seen in a long time, it got me very excited for this matchup. It got me hyped. It got me over the edge of, is this gimmick? Is this going to be some form of actual decent wrestling match? And possibly could be. We do know Jelly Roll has been in the Performance Center. He has been doing a lot of training under the eye of Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg, all these great guys. I'm pretty sure he's under the eye of Robbie Brookside as well. So a lot of big names have been helping Jelly Roll within the Performance Center to be able to get himself match ready. Plus, we have seen the body transformation from Jelly Roll as well, losing an astonishing amount of weight just to get himself ready for this matchup at night one of SummerSlam. He's put the work in, he's put the hours in, he's ready to put the hours into practice. I can't really call a winner for this matchup. I'm just very, very excited. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm going to have to say it's going to be Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. There's just something about it. There's just something about the matchup that's just leaning me towards being Jelly Roll and Randy Orton's time at SummerSlam. But you never know what the WWE can pull out the bag. They always like to hit us with a little swerve here and there. So you never know. I could be completely wrong with my prediction here, but that's why it's a prediction and not a spoiler, as Paul Heyman would say. So for this match, I'm going to go Randy Orton and the country star Jelly Roll. Moving on to the WWE Women's Championship match, we have the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Jade Cargill taking on Miss WWE Women's Champion herself, Miss Tiffy Time, Tiffany Stratton. If I'm honest, this is the match I'm least looking forward to on night one. Nothing against Jade Cargill, nothing against Tiffany Stratton, nothing against both of those competitors. I actually really enjoy both these women in the ring. I just have a funny feeling that this is going to be Jade's time. This is going to be Jade's chance to be in the spotlight and be WWE Women's Champion and take the belt from Miss Tiffany Stratton, and I don't want that to happen. Listen, I'm allowed to be a Tiffany Stratton fan. I'm allowed to be enjoying the Tiffy time that we are living in at this moment. But with this one, the prediction is going towards Jade Cargill. I think Jade Cargill is going to be walking out of MetLife Stadium as your new WWE Women's Champion. And the last match of night one, whether it's the main event or not, we have the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as the Ring General Gunther defends against none other than the best in the world, CM Punk. Punk's gonna win this, isn't he? If people have been watching my content for a long time, then they all know my standing on Punk. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, I have fell out of love with CM Punk for well over a year now. There's a lot of deciding factors in this, but he just isn't hitting the same as what he did in his first run in WWE, and I understand that this Punk is a very different CM Punk from what we have bared witness to previously in the WWE and what we've bared witness to previously in other promotions as well. I just can't buy in to CM Punk at this time. I have been very impressed with everything Gunther's been doing. I've been very impressed with the promos that he's been delivering, especially during his feud with Goldberg. Now, I'm saying feud, it was literally a span of a month where Gunther would just come out and say all this stuff to a camera directed at Goldberg, but it felt personal. It felt warranted. It felt like it was coming from the fucking heart. And just for that fact, I really want Gunther to win this match. But I somewhat have a feeling that CM Punk is walking out of MetLife Stadium the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Until we hear those three words from none other than the visionary, the revolutionary, Mr. Seth freaking Rollins, who was never actually out on the shelf. It was all a work. His knee was fine. He was waiting for the moment for CM Punk to be number one contender, just so that he can make sure that CM Punk is never a world heavyweight champion in WWE once again. So for that match, my prediction is Seth Rollins is leaving MetLife Stadium your world heavyweight champion. So that is the predictions for night one of the 2-day SummerSlam event hosted by Cardi B, and I will be posting night two predictions on Saturday. So if you want to be kept informed, if you want to know when that video gets uploaded, please hit that subscribe button, hit the notifications bell to be informed of when we go and post videos over here on YouTube. If you want to follow me on any of my other platforms, you can find all of those in the description of this video. As always, folks, I would love to know what your comments, what your thoughts are, if you've got the same kind of predictions as I do, or if you feel I have been completely off and there's going to go a different way. Please drop them in the comments. I would love to read them. Who knows, we might make a video of potential hot takes or potential correct predictions from comments. The only way you're going to find out is if you hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications bell to be informed of when we go and post videos here on YouTube. And as always, folks, take care of yourselves, take care of each other and your mother, and we'll see you in the live stream for SummerSlam, baby.